Hey guys, welcome back. As always, I appreciate you tuning in. So, tonight's question, it's one of those things that I think just about everybody has faced at some point. And it's from Kevin, and he wants advice on how to break up with someone. So he says, "Hey Mark, I'm a longtime fan of yours, and I was wondering if you have any advice for how to break up with someone. I've been seeing a guy for a short while, and I'm realizing there just isn't a spark. We don't live together, and I don't think either of us would say it's super serious. I don't want to waste his time or mine, but I can't seem to go through with it because he is a nice and sweet guy, but not the guy for me." Okay, Kevin, well look, first of all, there is no advice I can give you that's going to make the conversation easy to have. Nevertheless, it's a conversation that must be had because you don't ever want to prolong a relationship with somebody where you know it's not going to work out because, as you said, you don't want to waste his time or your own. And look, I think you need look no further than Confucius. And he said, "What you do not wish for yourself, do not do to others." A saying later reiterated by a certain Nazarene carpenter, where he said, "Do unto others as you want them to do unto you." We know that as the golden rule, and quite honestly, that's about as much advice as you need. Simply ask yourself, if I were the recipient of this message or this action, how would I feel? And how would I like to feel if somebody was breaking up with me? So kind of start with the end in mind. What do you want the guy you're seeing to feel like when you're done? Well, he should have closure, but he should still feel that he was cared about and cared for, and that you do value the time that you guys had together. So you want to be direct. You don't want to be vague and ambiguous. You don't want to make him think that there's hope to get back together, and you do need to let him know that you really don't see any path forward. But at the same time, he should not leave feeling disposable. He should not leave feeling that you didn't care anything about him or that he was some kind of inconvenience to you. So how do you do that? Well, some of it has to do with the method. I don't know about you guys, but I would not like to be broken up with by text message. I wouldn't want to find out through a friend or an acquaintance. I wouldn't want to find out by seeing somebody's relationship status on Facebook had changed. For goodness sake, I mean, that's how some people find out they've been broken up with. That's just horrible. So the way you deliver this message is important. And I would say for me at least, there's only two acceptable ways. A phone call or an in-person meeting. Now, I would say if it's not a super serious relationship like what you've described, a phone call is acceptable. But certainly a long-term or a serious relationship, you owe the person a face-to-face meeting. And I think you have to be careful that these things don't devolve into something where the energy gets really negative. So you want to try to keep it as positive as possible while getting the message across. So you certainly thank the person for being a part of your life. You let them know you enjoyed their time and their company, but that you don't see a romance that's going forward. As you said, the spark is not there, and there's nothing wrong with saying that. But just make sure you let them know that you appreciated the time you spent with them. And yeah, that's about the best advice I can give you, is don't make the person feel disposable. When they leave, they should have clarity, they should have closure, and they should feel cared for. 3 C's: clarity, closure, cared for. If you remember those things, you will be able to break up with him in a compassionate way. Now, there is a caveat to all of this. If you are leaving an abusive relationship, or you're leaving a relationship with somebody who is dangerous or very volatile, this doesn't apply. You don't owe them anything. Then your safety is the most important thing. But by and large, if you're dealing with a normal, sane person that you do have some caring for, that's the advice I would give to you for breaking up. Now, if for some reason the conversation starts to devolve and he feels offended, well, then you do have to bring it to an abrupt end and move on. But I hope this helps you, Kevin. And guys, if you want to throw in your 2 cents, please do so in the comments section. And remember, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would really, really appreciate it if you would do so. So until next time, I hope you all stay well.